Hello everyone, and welcome back to Choose Your Own Galactic Adventure, a Choose Your Adventure style Let's Play of X3 Avalon Prelude. We are in the sector with our Smuggler's Paradise, and it has been captured by the Boron again. Just recently, they haven't built any structures here yet, so what we're going to try to do is assassinate their general, which will revert the sector to pirates, and then we can capture it for ourselves. But we need to do it without them knowing that we killed the general.
Message.
So to do that, we have to use our missile frigate to launch missiles and then jump out before the missiles hit. We need 3 volleys of missiles to kill their guy. And we have 15 seconds. Takes 15 seconds between missiles. So I think that is everything there is to this. Target him. And let's make sure he's in range. Okay, nothing there. Now where is he? You also have to be careful about hitting any of the asteroids with our volleys before you jump out. Okay, here we go. Go.
Targeting.
And turrets. Attack my
Command
turret.
accepted.
1. As soon as we launch something, go.
Jump device charging at 10%. 20. 30.
Yeah, okay. Jump, jump, jump. Come on, come on. Okay, let's see how we do.
Entering system.
I didn't see any.
Mines. Command accepted.
I did not see any hit before we jumped out, so we did well in that regard. Factory thing is a pain, but I can fix that. It'll just take time. Let's go to the system. Haven't got any messages about him dying yet. He's still full health. How long should it take for them to hit? We were, what, 50 kilometers away? And they're 300 to 400 meters a second. It's going to take a couple of minutes. So I will be back when I know whether we succeeded or not. Okay, it is now a pirate sector. And we just need to do one thing. Let's see. There we go. Where's the option? General options. Declare war on sector owner. Yes. And there goes that. Now let's get out of here
Jump device charging.
before people
at
keep running
10%.
into us.
20. 30. 40. 50%. 60. 70. 80. 90. Jumping.
So we now control that sector, and
Entering system. Empire's Edge.
that will keep anybody from destroying our factories. And we were having some problems with the Yaki destroying all the traders that were trying to come to us. So it is good on both those counts. And next thing we need to do this episode is to start working on our factory to produce stuff to make ships. I'm going to put it right here in the ore belt because surprisingly enough it has a lot of ore. Also, it's between our tech factory and our smuggler's paradise, so that's a good location for it, and lots of asteroids like I said, so that'll be a good place for that. I went into to try to figure out what I would need for this, and apparently you need different things for each race's ships. There's some things you need for every type of ship, and then there's some specific things like that race's food stuff or something like that. So we're going to have more than one factory, but that's going to be the main one. We also may produce some weapons and shields there, some more the general stuff. We are somewhat limited by the amount of asteroids that are here. We'll also need to make an ice mine, which I think there's only one good place for that, somewhere down in here. Maybe. We'll need ice and water and the Terran stuff to produce that kind of stuff. Unless we end up allying with the Terran, then we could build it over in their sectors. But I think I will probably still build it down here somewhere, wherever that sector was that had ice, as it's a better defensible place, and it will come in handy when we want to take over these sectors and such.
Incoming message.
So next thing we need to do is just queue up a whole bunch of factories and get those built. And oh yes, I have managed to capture some more ships. One of them was a M2, a pirate M2, a kind of light destroyer of sorts, but still hurt a lot when I was trying to capture it anyway. I tried to record it, but the recording got messed up, so I don't have that to show. But my Marines did very well. We did lose 5 in the capturing it, so a quarter of the force, but it was worth it because now we can sell it for 68 million credits, and
Brigantine sold.
We can sell a Go-Get-You-An for 32 million.
Geochin sold.
And our Smuggler's Paradise has made 74 million. So we'll take that.
Funds.
And our Tech Factory is at 56 million.
Funds trans.
Since the last money transfer. So we should have enough to build the factory to produce the ship parts, and possibly to build a, or to buy a, what was it called? The better ship production thing? Salati Shipyard. Orbital Shipyard. 109 million to produce things faster. Yeah, I think we'll probably have enough to do that. At least we will by the time everything gets built. So I will probably be back once it's time to place that.
Military outpost.
Or once I have it placed. Okay, our ship parts factory is built. Let's see, I have it shut off. There. Okay. Here. It is producing some guns for our fighters, some shields for our fighters, and a whole bunch of different things that we need to build ships, including some of the stuff down here as well. And additionally, we just need to give it some power to jumpstart it, and then it'll start producing. I wonder what's wrong with you. Okay, I was good. Once that's done, it should be producing roughly 4 times as much, or 4 times the rate that we need to build the pirate Cerberuses, the pirate frigates that we're using for defense, which I need to figure out how much faster that orbital shipyard is. So I think that's what we're going to do next. In the time it took us to build that, our Tech Factory made 67 million and our Smuggler's Paradise made 50.7 million. So that should be more than enough to buy that factory and have it placed. So let me go buy it and I'll be back when I'm ready to place it. Okay, let's see how this works. Let's place the orbital shipyard. I want it somewhere here. Huh, it's a different shape than I thought it would be. What is that? Slotty type shape? Can't really tell. It's a lot smaller, at least. Doesn't seem to have really a front or back. So I'm just going to put it like a bit over this way. Not too close to the HQ.
Command accepted.
That looks pretty cool. Okay. So now we can build things even faster. Just station parameters. Comes with some stuff. And I need to figure out how to get the blueprints over to this. I'm sure there's a way somehow. Once I do that...
Headquarters.
Failing that, I guess I could make one and then reverse engineer it. That's one way to do it. But I know there's a way to transfer blueprints. Okay. Next thing we need to talk about is the defenses. I've actually lost the frigate I had defending
Incoming message.
my headquarters sector. The Shrike. It's gone. Don't know what happened to it. I think it ran into something or something like that. I don't think anything actually killed it. But nonetheless, it's gone. And the ship parts factory doesn't actually have anyone to defend it. So what we're going to do to solve both those problems is, first off, we're going to deploy some satellites, assuming I have any left. I have a couple. Do I have any drones left? I have a couple of those too. Did I press the right button? It's not working. Maybe they're confused. Is there already a satellite in here? I don't think so. Well, that's one thing we're going to do. It might be perhaps messing it up.
Incoming message.
And once we do that, we're going to take our blue wing. Let's see. Wings. And command. Hey you. What can I command? Guess I can't do it from that screen. we're going to combat. Hook it up to the satellite early warning network. And I don't know how this works. Maybe I should tell it where to stay. So why don't you have your permanent base here? No, it says select ship. Okay, that must mean satellite early warning network. Do I have any satellites in the sector? I do. So there.
Blue wing. Command accepted.
Huh. I think that's right. I probably need to find out more about that. Make sure I'm using that command right. But anyway, once I have it set up properly, those ships will come in and provide support for anywhere that needs it. Now my factories are running dry on something for some reason. I know why you are. You just need a little more time. Yeah, that's all it needs. Okay. That's that. We'll get this producing. First thing I'm going to do is... How much money do I have left? I have enough to go buy another one of those electric eel ships. I'm almost out of energy cells. Oh yeah, I guess I can jump over here and do it.
Jump device charging at 10%.
Going to go buy one of those. Reverse engineer one of them. I'm also going to reverse engineer one of the ships I'm using for miners, because I can produce those a lot cheaper than it's costing me.
System, home of light.
Roughly...
TerraCorp solar power plant.
maybe a 20th of the cost.
Docking granted. Autopilot.
So I'm going to do that. I'm also going to reverse engineer a regular transport and a station transport.
Successfully docked.
Welcome aboard this TerraCorp station.
One of the atmospheric lifter types. The big ones from Terran space. But I can capture one of those to reverse engineer and won't have to buy it. Which is a good thing.
Jump device charging at 10%. 20,
And
30.
yes,
40,
what our goal is going to be today
50%, 60,
is we're going to try to build up a bigger
90,
fleet to...
jumping.
How to put this. We're going to launch another assault on the pirates, but this time we're going to go after... We're going to try to capture their entire fleet.
Kingdom end.
Or at least as much of it as we can. The goal is to capture the entire fleet at once. I'm not quite sure that's possible because ships capture at different rates. And when you capture a ship, it doesn't have any defenses. And the other ships that haven't been captured yet will shoot at it and destroy it pretty easily. But if I can spread them out a little bit, I should be able to pull it off. I'm thinking I'll need 3 or 4 of the electric eel ships and at least 2 of the missile frigate ships. I have my Marines. I've been training them up and rotating them with the ones that are fighting. So when they get like 4 or 5 stars in the fighting area, I send them back to train up the rest of their skills. And soon I will have some very powerful Marines. Right now I can pretty much take anything the pirates give me. Yeah, I shouldn't have any problem capturing any of their ships because most of these are pretty good. I have about half of them that are
Royal Boron ship.
the veterans, and the other half are the trainees. And I'm just keep rotating them out in that ratio.
Successfully docked.
Queen Atreus and the Kingdom of Boron bid you a peaceful welcome. We are greatly honored that you wish to come on board.
Oh, how kind. One of these, and we'll have
Ship or
just a little bit of money left. I suppose you don't really need to spend money on that. Let's give you our jump drive, and then we will send you to get reverse engineered.
jump drive transferred.
Some energy cells,
Energy cells transferred.
and landed chips. Command gate. Whoops. And auto jump, yes. So navigate, dock at the orbital
Docking
shipyard.
granted. Command accepted.
So while that is being reverse engineered, we will build a Cerberus there. And at the headquarters, we'll keep building more fighters, because we're going to need quite a lot of those. I think we might reverse engineer the what are they called? Transports first, because they shouldn't take near as long as the frigate, and then we'll reverse engineer the frigate, and then find out what that takes to produce, so we can build more of them. And while we're doing all that, we'll be continuing to capture more ships. I'm also going to send this other part, Geochin that I captured. Going to send it there to be recycled to give me some initial resources.
Docking granted. Command
And I also
accepted.
found a lone Agamemnon wandering around, which is a Pyramid frigate. It's quite a bit heavier shielded than what I have so far, and also some pretty decent armament. Has 8 main guns and then another 8 guns in the turret, plus the right and left turrets that can also fire forward, so it does quite a lot of forward damage. As long as it has the generator pirate to power all those weapons, it should be pretty good. I think it will make a nice escort for my carriers. I do not think it has much docking space itself, does it? Yeah, only one ship. But we're going to reverse engineer that as well, so that we can build more of them for escorts for our Cerberuses or whatever else we end up building for defenses. So yeah, our goal is to build some more frigates, to reverse engineer the frigates that we need to get a fleet of at least 3 electric eels and 2 missile frigates, and launch an assault on the pirates and capture at least something in the carrier or destroyer class, M1 or M2, to make all that worth the effort, and hopefully capture their entire fleet if possible. So I will be back. I'm going to have to do a whole bunch of missions and capture the ships for them to get enough money to do all this. And while we're doing that, while those ships are being built, since it's going to take a very long time to build those, we're going to double the size of our Smuggler's Paradise, as well as increase the number of miners to support it, which is why we're going to be reverse engineering those mining ships to save us the cost on that. think that's everything we're going to be doing this episode. It's actually quite a lot. I don't know if we're going to get it all accomplished, but I will be back once I have hit some kind of milestone. Hello everyone, I am back, but not with the expected stuff. We have a cock battleship destroyer trying to attack our sector. It looks like he's focused on our G here.
Command accepted.
We have the G armed with anti-capital ship missiles and set to attack
Incoming message.
the enemy. So we're going to have the G lure it near the orbital defense platform, then jump in, and the combination of the two missiles and orbital defense fire should be enough to take it out, I hope. So, going to wait just a second for the G to get a little farther.
Incoming
And
message.
then we're going to jump in. Since
Jump
he will not
device
fire his
charging
missiles
at
when I'm not in the
10%.
sector.
20, 30, 40, 50%.
So here we go.
60, 70, 80, 90. Jumping. Entering system.
Okay.
Unknown sector.
Got moved
Kach.
a little bit.
Large orbital weapons platform.
What the hell distance is?
Destroyer.
Not sure. Should be
Large
almost in
orbital
range.
weapons platform.
Okay. Don't know what the range of his weapons are.
Destroyer.
Okay, there goes the missiles. It's like a pretty big volley. They're too spread out for him to attack too. And he's shooting at me instead of the missiles, which is not good for him. And now the orbital defense platform is opening up.
Target is now in firing range.
And now I need to get out of here. Okay.
Attention, one of your ships is under attack. Unknown sector. Target is now in firing range.
Oh, wow, someone just hit it really hard. Must be another volley of missiles.
Pest control. Boost extension. Destroy.
Wow. That can destroy stuff through a lot of shielding.
Target left firing range.
Okay.
Attention, energy low.
Should be out of range by now. Get to see his destruction.
Low aim.
Boom. Nice job, orbital defense platform.
Large orbital weapons platform.
Okay, so that's going to be
Docking granted.
that.
Command accepted.
Here's one more thing.
Jump device charging at 10%. 20.
Let me jump into Legends Home. I have... Let's see.
Entering system. Legends home. OTAS HQ.
Oh yeah, I can't. Don't have a boost extension anymore. I have reached the maximum reputation with OTAS from doing missions with them, and they have told me to come back here for a reward, so we'll see what the very final reward for this corporation is. But as soon as we dock, should be an additional ship here of some type. Whoops. Oh crap. Let me reload that so you can see whatever they say. Load faster. Huh. Okay, it's not working properly. Might be a problem with fraps. Anyway, let's see what the ship is. A Scaron. Info. Didn't really equip it very well, did they? Okay, let's see. What do you have here? Max speed of 214. 200 megajoule shielding. Decent shield gun. Okay, weapons. Fairly decent. Lots of forward firepower. Decent coverage. So it might be okay. Think it is a bit on the slow side. Let's see what other Corvette there is. Pretty sure there's a different type at their shipyard. Okay, trade. Okay. So this is the one we have, right? Yes. What about the Syracuse? Faster, less shields. More guns by... No, not more guns. One less gun. But better coverage. Less forward power. Less forward firepower. Slightly. How's its shield generator? Oh, it has a really crappy weapon generator though. So not that one. I think we might end up making the ship that I'm in, that type, be our main one. So what should we do with this? It does have a lot of shields, so I might use it for escort duty, escorting bigger ships that are slower, like frigates and such. It would be good for that. I guess we could see what it looks like right here. Is that it? Let's see. Commanded ships.
Command accepted.
Yep, that is it. It does look good. Kind of sleek and everything. You can see all the hard points on it. So yeah, I'm sure it has some uses. We'll take it and we'll reverse engineer it so we can build our own. I hope to get more Corvettes from these corporate missions. And where we are now, as an update, are, let's see, stations, not ships. Orbital Shipyard is still building miners to expand the Smuggler's Paradise. It is still reverse engineering the Electric Eel type ship. Another 10 hours to go, so this is taking quite a while. And then it's going to take that long to build each one. So we may not reach our goal this episode, just because of the amount of time it's going to take. We have our orbital headquarters. It is producing a lot of fighters. It already has a number of them here. 7 of them. So almost enough to fully equip a Cerberus. I don't think it has enough weapons and shields stocked for my ship parts factory yet. We've also captured a couple more pirate ships, pirate frigates, which should help with our money situation. We're down to 57 million on myself, 16 million from Smuggler's Paradise, and 11 million from our tech factory. So why don't you go to the... We'll put you at the headquarters.
Docking granted. Command accepted.
And the headquarters is reverse engineering the Agamemnon, which is really long, over a day, and still has 20 hours to go. That's going to take a really long time. But that is where we stand right now. So I will keep you an update once I have progressed further.